Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
Shocking moment during Jane's testimony on the stand. Jane said that Sean Combs is still paying her rent for the home that she lives in today, meaning that he is paying for her rent while she is testifying against him in his criminal trial. Let me explain. Jane, who is testifying under a pseudonym that is not her real name, she explained that in early 2023 that Sean Combs presented to her what he called a love contract. She said that this was a 2-year contract where he said that he would give her a monthly allowance. She asked for $15,000. He said he would give her $10,000. She said that she spent that monthly allowance on a home for her and her son. And she said that the reason why she agreed to this is because she felt that for the first 2 years of their relationship, that she was giving him everything that he wanted, even though she didn't want it, that being those hotel nights, otherwise known as the freak-offs. Jane said that when she vocalized that she did not want to participate in these freak-offs, that Sean Combs would bring up money, what she perceived as a threat. In fact, I want to read you something that he said to her. We heard a voice note in court, and he said, "You need to get on your job." She then texted him back, quote, "You've been transactional and it's super disheartening." Jane said that she felt like these were threats, and she said that to Sean Combs. Prosecutors are hoping that this proves sex trafficking through fraud, threats, and coercion.
Hey, guys, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. If you didn't know, if you was under a rock, if you was not even watching TV, you would have heard it through the streets, man. Sean Combs is here we are in court. He's been in there for weeks now, and Jane Doe has spoke out. But this particular Jane Doe has some very interesting things about who she is, what she got coming in from him to this current day, as you just heard from the news. I got my guy OG Pyru and I got reality TV on the line. Guys, what do y'all think of this? And I'm gonna be real with you. Before I even ask you, man, put yourself in Diddy's position. I know it's hard. Just put yourself in a position and think from the sitting there with that Bible and trying to understand these circumstances with people shooting these shots at him right now while he can't do nothing but keep paying rent at the girl who's Jane Doe, who's on the stand right this day. Let's talk about it, OG. What's going on?
Let me put a disclaimer. I could never be in Sean Puffy Combs' position. I'm not an advocate of being a part of sloppy seconds. This Miss Daphne Joyce.
What?
The lady that's
Jane Doe?
I looked on the jar for you. Reality TV has been with me, and we've been checking this out. And this is an ongoing sickness or a fetish of this man dealing with other people's leftovers. You hear Cassie say, and the other girl came on after Cassie, he likes to play in other people's semen. This is a degenerate type of relationship, and he needs psychiatric help, actually. Yeah. But that's not the point. Where people look at, and like they say, this has been the most compelling witness that they've had, with the antics of her crying and her pleas that she just wanted to be with him. But the big picture here that people are not really looking for, is this having sex? She displays names. She's calling names of people that gave her money, that she gave money, and drugs that she's taken from state to state. That's a criminal conspiracy in criminal racketeering. An unwilling co-conspirator.
Okay, but let me say this, and I got to get this from a woman's perspective. You come into a situation, and that's why I brought reality TV on here. And you're with this powerful billionaire, and he's driving around in Bentleys. He's flying you out in helicopters. You're in private jets, and all of a sudden, after you've been mesmerized by the things that you see, he asks you, hey, I'm into some real kinky stuff. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to get, and I don't care who you pick out here on this island, but I want you to go and I want you to be with him. I'm just gonna sit there and I'm just gonna watch. And you know, I'm gonna give you an allowance of about 15,000 a week. This is a love contract. What do you do? What do you do? Reality TV in this situation?
Well, me personally, I feel like everybody in the industry, everybody in the world knew about Puff Daddy Freakouts because we gotta remember this 2023. So in 2023,
no, I'm asking Puff what Daddy, you would do. You're skipping all the way across my question. What do you do? Not about me. No, I'm asking you. Would you? What would you do? It's not about me. I'm telling you what would you do? I'm not on the stage. Would you? I know, but I'm saying, would you take the deal or would you not? That's all I'm asking. Oh, quiet.
I gotta read the contract. I just think it's weird. I just think it's weird that somebody will pull out a contract to do something like that. So that would be a red flag for me. Because why you got me sign a contract?
You want the $10,000-$15,000 a month? $10,000 on the rent?
The contract. But we're signing a contract. That means it's something coming behind this. So I'm scared.
Well, Jane Doe is not scared because she's still currently getting rent up until this day.
Daphne ain't scared because Daphne, forget Jane Doe. Daphne not scared because Daphne was 50 Cent baby mama. She used to a lifestyle and she continued to have that lifestyle. That is just one blank period.
And 50 is still paying $7,000 a month in child care.
That's what I'm saying. She cool with it. She cool.
If this is 50's baby mama.
I really don't know what's going on with you, but I just want to just give you a heads up that I'm about to really disappear on you. You feel me? I'm not going to be playing these games with you at all, at all. So I don't know. You think you silent treating me, and you think I'm going to be, nah. You'll have a rude awakening. You'll just have silence. And ain't nobody threatening you, and I ain't trying to go back and forth with no woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I ain't got no time for no motherfucking games. Where my life is at right now, I don't have no time for no games, baby girl. Me and you could be mad, I could have a spat, we could have whatever. Then after that, you better get on your job. That's really, that's all it is. Cause you got me on my job. Nah, it ain't never gonna work like that over here. You know what I'm saying? I was trying not to leave this message, but you have left me no choice. Hey, so either you go in the direction of like moving on and shit like that, or you like just like have me just keep moving.
Then she's still paying money. She's getting paid. She's still getting paid money. Hold on. She's still getting paid money. She's got a lot of income coming in from some powerful men, and she says that she is a Instagram model. She is an influencer. Have you seen her influencing her, or is that something we've seen?
All I know is she's 50 Cent baby mama. Listen.
Wow.
But let me say this though, we forgetting that in 2023 he was also dating Young Miami, so that means she was just because we didn't know who she was, so she was getting paid under the table.
Let me read this right here. It said the most recent ex-girlfriend of Sean Diddy Combs testifies further at his sex trafficking and racketeering trial in New York on Monday, detailing the deterioration of the relationship over the last few years, fainting from shock upon reading Cassie Ventura's civil lawsuit, again in a savage beating at his hand months before the fallen Mongol's September arrest. As prosecutors near the end of the witness list and gets ready to rest their case, the victim, using the pseudonym Jane Doe to protect her immunity, share her experience with the defendant over the back half of their 3-year relationship last week. She told the court that about 90% of their time together revolved around freak-offs, or what she referred to as hotel nights, which were drug-fueled orgies where she was allegedly coerced and blackmailed into having marathon sex sessions orchestrated and filmed by Combs as he looked on. Guys, this is a very different case than you're used to seeing in court with the allegations that are being presented.
She was granted immunity too.
Yes, for sure.
100%. Every one of them was. Every witness is granted whatever you say, whatever felony, any transporting of drugs, any sales or money passed by anything, you're totally granted immunity from federal or state prosecution.
So they ain't going to jail. They can throw him under the bus and say, "Oh, he did this."
Yeah, but if she throw him under the bus, the rent's gonna stop, and that's why I think she's crying. Hold on, let me. No, it hadn't stopped. No, it hadn't stopped. No, it hadn't stopped. It's not stopped yet. And what I'm saying is, we got a woman on the stand that is testifying and crying and falling out, and she says she still love Diddy. She still love him.
How you love somebody? How you love somebody? That's why I told you before. Love is two fools feeling sorry for each other. And nowhere in the heck I'm gonna get on the stand on you and care about you. People that care about you. She would have said, "I take the Fifth Amendment," and wouldn't have. This is a savage that she had a favorite, and she brought certain men in that she had, and she refused when her knowledge. She said that one man came in that he wanted to have.
Wait a minute. Go back, OG. I missed something there. You saying she refused what?
She says in her testimony that Puffy had brought a man in that he wanted her to have sex with a big man, and he had an odor, and she just couldn't do it. So she had the opportunity to refuse.
Who was this big man, you think? Was it Gene? It wasn't. I mean, who was?
Who was it? You want me to tell you who it was?
Yeah, who you thinking?
Yes. Man, look, I don't want to put nobody's business in the street.
You on the dark well, but
you didn't hear it from me, but it was Ricky Rose.
Whoa!
And he came in there sweating and carrying on, and she said they was in Miami and she couldn't do it. And he told him, "No, I'll do with you, but I can't. His smell, I can't stand." That's her testimony.
Wow.
So she's showing right then. She's showing right there that she wasn't coerced. She still took and did what she wanted at her time.
OG, where did you find this information at? I need to. He was a bigger man.
The black whale.
OG, you full of crap.
I sent you the CNN report.
I can see that. They love food.
I sent you both of the clips from CNN where white people just talked. They didn't say Ricky Rose's name. I found that on the dark web.
OG, you hell. OG, you over cracking cases and stuff. Listen, man, listen, I'm telling you, and I know one thing about it, and I'm going to say this, and y'all both can be in disagreement with me, but I still say I don't believe they have enough on Diddy to keep him locked up. I think he still could walk out of this thing.
He's already done. You know what? I'm gonna tell you this, and you may not agree with me, and I don't care whether you agree or not. Under the court of law, he's done.
I don't agree with that.
They say all you got to do is stick a fork in him. He is done. They have proved. The prosecution has proved every element of racketeering, of interstate transport, passing money without paying taxes. All of those elements, those three elements have been interfering with commerce. The commerce law is the biggest law you have in federal custody. Not paying taxes and moving from one state to another without the government's approval. I'm saying this. He has the biggest dump truck team of attorneys that you could ever have. That is a garbage crew. They are taking his money and leaving him under the bus, because in that testimony, in the testimony that they have, it should have been so cut down. It should have been cut down to ask and answer. All of the explicit sex acts and things that go on in there has nothing to do with the racketeering. All the tear jerking and talking about that they're in love, they should never have they should have been in an in-camera hearing I don't know what Steele is doing, because there's no way in hell that they should let any of those people talk about their private sex acts in the comfort of a hotel. That didn't happen in the street. They wasn't slinging pussy on the boulevard, on Manhattan Boulevard. They were in hotels. She names the Lavatage Hotel, a big hotel in California, in Beverly Hills, right around the corner from where you were with the SLS. She names Trump Towers in New York. She names I forget the name of the hotel in Miami. All of these places that she's named, they got footage of him and her being there. So they got a time stamp on these things. So that's concrete evidence. Those are the things that are hurting him, not the testimony how many penises she sucked. That's not it. She paid money for that, bro. You're missing the point.
Well, yeah, all of that is still put in the hands of the jury. All of that. So there's a chance that if there's any doubt, and that this could be a hung jury.
It's not going to be hung.
It could be a hung jury.
They're talking about how her testimony was so compelling that it said that the juries were so intent and taking notes on her testimony. When you have this lady broke down and cried and talked about that he made her have sex on her menstrual and she didn't want to, and she just loved him and wanted to be with him. And the defense didn't come and cross-examine her. Did you say the same thing about 50 Cent? Did you say the same thing about Al B. Sure? Did you say the same thing about
Al B. Sure?
She didn't have Al B. Sure, and she didn't have what's
Al B. Sure. Oh God, come on, OG. Al Sharpton ain't run up on that woman, man.
Him and Puffy didn't have freak on.
Oh man, I'm not finna do this. OG just throwing names out there. I allegedly, this is all allegedly, and it's all some stuff I ain't never seen. And he got all this stuff going, and at the end of the day, you listen, the day after end, OG, you know better than that. You know already that this man has been out here selling Ciroc. He's been out here being a business mogul. You know already, you've seen him. He wasn't out here doing nothing in the limelight to put him in. And at the end of the day,
and that's where he made his mistake.
No, he was out here doing what he's supposed to do in business, and y'all are now trying to act as if y'all don't understand that jury know him as P. Diddy. Take that.
No, he changed his name. He changed his name to Big Daddy Love.
No, not Big Daddy Love. Brother Love. OG. I'm telling you, he's basically sitting in there now. What about him? He's crying. He's in there.
Daddy Love got a little penis.
OG, he's in there with them. He's showing remorse in the sitting in there with them, looking at the jury day in and day out. They see he's not that type of guy. They understand that too. It's one or two people on there saying this is some bull crap. We don't see no racketeering. We don't see none of the things they're accusing him of. We see a man that is basically a weirdo when it comes to love. That's all we're seeing.
You got women on the stand admitting to selling drugs and transporting.
These women, he didn't make them do. Did they see him do that? No. This is a trumped up case, man.
I'm glad you're on the jury. I'm glad you're on the jury because you're gonna be the only holdout. OG, let me bring this thing back around. Jane Doe, who basically has broke down, fell out on stage. She fell out on stage. Listen, Jane, she's done a lot of different things during this course, and she was, she don't want her name to be out there. The judge even said, the judge told everybody in that courtroom just last week, if you say her name, if you be out here speaking on her name, I'm going to put you out of this courtroom. You will be put in, is it perjury or whatever? They don't want them saying her name. She's under disclosure. Well, you tell the judge I ain't in this courtroom and her name is Daphne
Jones. Oh man, here we go.
We already knew that.
And his wife and the judge's wife's name is Rebecca.
Well, listen, man, I'm not going there with you. And that young lady is up there, and she been through some things. And 50 Cent spoke out, and he did put a picture up of her, so it could have been her, but he took it back down. He put it up for a brief moment. DJ Academic shared it. We shared it. But we don't know if that's her for real. We just going by what you guys are saying now. We got to wait. We got to figure out what's going on here.
It's figured out. Well, you was in the slow class in school, huh?
I just think.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead, Rowdy TV.
How can you love somebody if they from the start y'all have a contract?
A love contract. Get it right. You're not saying it right. There's a difference between a contract and a love contract.
He might have just named it, but that was his name. He just might have.
There's a difference between a contract and a love contract, homie. So this is
was his name.
A love contract is a marriage certificate.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
That means you stuck with that battle axe for the rest of your life.
Wow. Well, y'all, listen. Free Diddy.
She done love that man. She loved that man for what he did for her. Not love him. Because if he didn't have that money, he didn't have that power, she wouldn't even be fucking with him. So
whoa, watch your language. Yeah. She done got enough feelings. She's using F-bombs and let me end this, man. It's going a different direction.
Daphne will bring that out.
Yeah, hey guys, you guys get in the comments. Let us know what you think about what's being said here. You and I both know. You heard reality TV. You heard OG Pyru, and you heard me. Guys, thank you guys for watching. But we want you to make sure, guys, that you guys get in the comments. Let us know what you thought about Diddy and what you think about Jane Doe. Thank you guys for locking in with us. Make sure you watch. You can watch right here. You'll see the BET Award review. Man, we killed it. We talked about it yesterday. And guys, I think you guys are going to enjoy it. Yeah, make sure you watch it. And hey, this has been another great segment, a Boss Talk 101 review.
I really don't know what's going on with you, but I just want to just give you a heads up that I'm about to really disappear on you. You feel me? I'm not going to be playing these games with you at all, at all. So I don't know. You think you silent treating me, and you think I'm going to be, nah. You'll have a rude awakening. You'll just have silence. And ain't nobody threatening you, and I ain't trying to go back and forth with no woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I ain't got no time for no motherfucking games. Where my life is at right now, I don't have no time for no games, baby girl. Me and you could be mad, I could have a spat, we could have whatever. Then after that, you better get on your job. That's really, that's all it is. Cause you got me on my job. Nah, it ain't never gonna work like that over here. You know what I'm saying? I was trying not to leave this message, but you have left me no choice. Hey, so either you go in the direction of like moving on and shit like that, or you like just like have me just keep moving.